Cyberpunk is the perfect game for people that want to be cool but really aren't cool. You want to feel like you're the main character in an action movie, but you just aren't. Like, that isn't who you are in the soul. This manifests itself in the way where you can aimlessly wiggle around a katana, or you can use a talking pistol that locks onto people's heads for easy headshots, and you can still accomplish something. You can still feel really powerful and make progress in the story. And this makes it the perfect game for somebody that has no skill in video games whatsoever, which happens to be me. It's really easy to dilly-dally around Night City and still find a way to have a blast, which is why you'll find no spoilers in this video. I hardly ever do the main story, or the DLC story. I pretty much only do side quests, and I pretty much just explore, and this is with 20 hours in the game. So what does my gameplay look like? Well, as I said, I usually get lost in the side quests, which include really fun activities like helping this cute little talking AI vending machine restore his favorite pastime, which is watching people on the street walk by, and I do that by moving this huge garbage can in his way, so that he can finally see them and be happy. How wholesome is that? How does your heart not melt when you see that? He's one of my favorite characters in the game, by the way. I don't care what anybody says. Another thing I've also done is lose 60k on a boxing match that I bet on because I just can't freaking destroy this guy. I can't freaking hit him. You know why? He's too fast. He has some kind of implant that makes him go zoom, zoom, and I can't dodge his kicks. So imagine how I feel. How are you supposed to beat him? But aside from that, it's no big deal. I can come back to him later when I'm stronger. It's fine. The whole point is you can do whatever you want in Night City for the most part, and your performance hardly gets in the way of you having a good time. For example, when I drive off the sidewalk because I'm bad at steering cars in video games and accidentally end up hitting a civilian, I can pretend that I'm just a cold hard criminal and that's why I did it, and nobody can say anything to me. It won't have a bad effect on me, and that's what matters. Or for example, when I fail a stealth mission and have to massacre an entire gang, that's fine too, you know? The game's not gonna judge me for it. You know, it doesn't care about my shaky morality fueled by my lack of skill and my panic. It's just gonna let me go free range and do whatever I feel like. Any combat encounter in this game usually goes one way for me, which is that I use the short circuit skill, which is an absolute lifesaver. It gets this huge chunk of health off of them and it basically whittles them down for me so that I can start shooting them. After I start shooting them, I start to get impatient. So eventually I start stabbing them with my little, what are they called? They're like little stabby implants in my arm so I can just poke them to death with the blades embedded in my skin, you know? Like, it's really cool. There are so many fail-safes if something goes wrong or if you can't do something properly that you'll always be able to find a way to progress, and you can do it mixing so many different combat styles, and that's what's so awesome. The only thing is that although I really like dilly-dallying places, I have a lot of trouble doing it because of the way that these cities are structured, you know? They're multi-leveled, so there's streets piled upon streets, and often I get lost and I just fall and die. Yeah, I didn't expect the street to just fall off there. What can I tell you? I'm not used to it. But thanks to the checkpoint reload system, you can get out of many such pickles, including occasional mission blocking glitches, because this is still Cyberpunk 2077, so what can we really expect? That being said, there was only really one glitch that made me have to reload my save, and it was, you know, this one. Anyway, this is all just surface level mechanical stuff in this world, but even if I couldn't fight a darn thing, I'd probably still enjoy many hours in this game, just staring at the quirky umbrella designs or the amalgamation of different architectures, and of course looting everything I can find so I can buy more cute pink cars, or changing my appearance so I can look absolutely gnarly. Or even talk to and romance the characters, which I would do if I knew how to get my hands on a romanceable KEANU mod. If I could romance KEANU, my heart would be complete. This is the one mistake that the devs made. Let me romance KEANU. You put him in here just for me to stare at him? He's the only one for me in the cyberpunk world. The only one. Main point is, it's accessible to people of all skill levels and everybody can find something to enjoy. The game is whatever you want it to be, and it's a fun way to set yourself free and roam around a bustling city without actually going outside or facing many real-world consequences. It's a nice break from the harsh realities of the world and gaming. Everybody, please remember, it's okay to be bad at games and still have fun in them. And if you're looking for a game that gives you just that, Cyberpunk is definitely for you.